So, I mean, it seems like, because these things are going on in the world, and, that people are maybe turning to sources or turning to, maybe having a little bit more openness to certain streams or certain,
If you can respond,
right.
if you can hear something that is more akin to a message from and about the heart. And I'm not talking about weakness, I'm talking about courage and boldness and fierceness in the spirit of the heart. Right? First responder. Right? Help the people before they go down. It's a view of a spiritual being, savior. We're here to save one another from the worst. We don't see that too often. But there are heroes out there, men and women who leap up and do what is necessary to do. We can't make other people do what they're not ready to do. So we need people who are more in tune with this kind of light, enlightenment of selfless service. Heart feeling, heart gesture, heart presence, which is wisdom, presence, knowing. It's a knowingness.
Yeah.
So all I can do is live the presence of the knowingness as is given to me to be. Live it, I play it, and people feel my prayer work. They consider it extreme soulfulness and so on and so forth. They have their terms for it. Bluesiness, heartfelt sadness, or, so on. Not depression, but compassion. See? Compassion. Caring. Like a father should feel for a mother feels for their children. See? And I say that all people are our children when you reach a certain level of understanding. Everyone needs help. See? The high and the mighty actually are just appearing to be the high and the mighty. They are not perfect. They are not enlightened, particularly. Those who are knowledgeable are not perfect or enlightened. See, the people in power are not perfect or enlightened. See, they are beginners on the path. See, it's learning how to manage and negotiate power for themselves or relative to others, but they're not enlightened. Religious people are not enlightened. They're religious people. They're best striving for goodness, learning how to be a good influence, but they're not enlightened. They don't understand the universe particularly. They're usually followers and believers, but not enlightened. They're not particularly in a position of self-mastery, illumination, realization. But often they lead, they're in leadership positions, but with too many biases, too many prejudices, too much self-righteous, self-serving, selfless, selfish. We wish for selfless, but selfishness. we're talking about taking a big leap from self to selflessness. And knowing what the heart wants to do, not what the self likes to do, but what the heart is able to do. That's a theory, perhaps, maybe a good concept to discuss between people. But nevertheless, love always. Sure.
Love always. You.